Impact. 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 You got 40. Close. Impact.
Alright guys, so the first myth that I want to talk about, and of course the gun is clear, is going to be if you're left-handed, shooting a right-handed bolt action is faster. I get that a lot being left-handed, and it's total crap. It is not faster to shoot a bolt gun left-handed. This comes from a myth of, well, you don't have to take your hands off the firing control, you could just work the bolt. But in reality, this is a precision rifle. You want to get accurate shots, you need to stabilize the back. So in reality, what happens is you need to get set up, right? You need to get level. So you spent all this time building this position, right? So you build this comfortable position here in the prone. All right, you rack the bolt, boom. And here it's not that big of a deal because the rear bag is supporting all of your movements. Okay, but you're losing positive control of your rear bag every time you rack a shot in. Where if you were right-handed, right, rear bag is under there, you stay with positive control. You stay with positive control of the rear bag and the rear of the buttstock, and all you have to do is run the bolt. Okay, so it's more efficient if you were left-handed to use a left-handed rifle, if you're right-handed to use a right-handed rifle. This is just on the prone, it doesn't really matter that much, but we'll start talking about positional shooting, and that's where it really comes into effect. Alright, so let's go to that. Alright guys, so here we're going to do a positional shooting with no rear support. And this is really where that myth is going to basically not hold water. You're going to see how inefficient it is to use a right-handed bolt gun if you're left-handed when it comes to positional shooting. So we'll start off left-handed as a PRS stage, bolt, mag in, bolt back, all equipment in, on hand or on your person. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and at the start, we're going to build our position. Right? You're going to build your position. You're going to spend all this time building this comfortable position. You know, you can even hold here on the ledge. Some people hold the belt, the scope housing. You're going to build this position, engage your target. All right, now you're going to go back. This is a very comfortable position. I'm very stable. Boom, I broke the shot. Now guess what? I have to make the position to rebuild it. Alright, so that's pretty much, you see how I'm building the position and then to unbuild the position. Now we're going to do it right-handed. Even though, guys, I'm not right-handed, I'm left-handed. Alright, so we're going to start off just like a PRS stage, and we're going to build the position. You can see there's very minimal movement once I build the position. I spend all this time to, you know, make sure my dope is right, make sure my parallax is right, make sure I'm very stable, that I have positive control of the rifle, and then using as minimal minute movement as possible to get the gun back up, right? So running the bolt, this is very minute movements compared to moving this whole hand this whole hand from up here, breaking the shot, moving this whole hand coming out, and then doing that. Alright, so now let's do it with rear support. This is without shooting. Some people shoot without rear, you know, just with the bag and out rear support. Some people like to use a tripod, and let's do that just to demonstrate. Alright, so now we're gonna do using the tripod as rear support, as some people do in the PRS matches. If you haven't seen this technique before, I made a video on it, but I'll glimpsely take a look at it, or you'll kind of go through it right now. So let's start off like a PRS match would, all equipment in hand, right? So I would start off something like this, because all equipment needs to be in hand. Alright, so when they say engage, put the tripod down, build the position up, find your target. Alright, I found my target. Now that I found my target, I want to hold, and I want to bring in the tripod. So firing control hand goes through the legs, my rear support is here, I already have my target. Alright, so my target's in, work the bolt. Alright, so right here I'm stable as can be. Alright, I got the bag supporting the front of the rifle, I got my firing control pretty much controlling the cant, and then I got the rear of my arm on the leg controlling the elevation of the tripod. So I'm here, I'm stable. Spent all this time, usually about anywhere 15-30 seconds, sometimes less, building this position, and then very accurate shot. Now guess what? To break the position, to come back on it, I have to find my target again, readjust everything. Alright guys, so now let's do the same thing right-handed with the rear support. Start off with all equipment in hand. Alright, they say engage, drop the tripod near my shooting position. The rifle comfortable. Find my target. I found my target. Now I want to incorporate my tripod into it. Alright, I have my target. Now I'm going to work the bolt. You guys can see that is a lot more efficient, and efficiency equals time later on. It gives me more time to make wind calls, to read the environment. So anything that I can have more time at and be more efficient is basically what you want to do. Unfortunately, I can't afford a left-handed bolt gun right now. I've always learned on a right-handed bolt gun. So all my bolt guns are right-handed. So that is on my to-do list, is a left-handed build, but they are pretty pricey. Not just because of, you know, the materials and all that stuff. It's I have to buy a whole new stock. I have a whole bunch of other rifles that are already, you know, so I know how to run it like this, or just build a gas gun. Gas guns, you don't have this issue. No matter if they're right-handed or left-handed, you don't have this problem. All right, so that's a myth that has been busted. If you're left-handed and you ever hear somebody tell you that you're faster because you run a right-handed bolt gun, you can call bullshit on them and show them this video. Alright guys, so take it easy, be safe, and hopefully I'll see you at the range.